Good morning, Academy55. It's 6 minutes to 8. And as you can see, we are on the precipice of a potential buy. All we're waiting for is a buy alert to come into play, and then we could be taking a buy on this. Down here, we were in the buy zone. So we had confirmation of that. We've got imbalance here we know needs to be addressed at some stage. But like everything else, it's the timing of when they wish to do this. But as you can see, everything is green now. I'm just waiting for the all-important, my stop loss is in the correct place. And I'm waiting for a buy alert, which may happen if we get, well, above there, I'm guessing the buy alert will come in, and then we're in. But we're already 3.8 pips away from stop loss to entry. About 4 pips now. But that's okay. Once it gets to the purple line at the top, if price goes to the purple line, the EMA there, I'll be putting my stop loss to my entry, or hopefully a risk-free trade for the rest of it. Protecting your equity at all cost. But I'm mindful of the fact that at 8 o'clock we may have some extra volume, and they may wish to continue on down. Depends on how strong the dollar wants to be, really. If the dollar wants to be strong, then the EUR USD will get weaker. But this is acting off the zones down here. Like I say, we were in a buy zone. I'll show you. I can't really leave the screen as it is at the moment. But yeah, it's Thursday, the 21st of November. Welcome to everybody who's joining us, all the premium members and everybody else who's watching the recording. I should imagine we'll have the buy alert very soon. But I ain't doing nothing without the buy alert. And already we're at 4.5 pips. Hence my finger on the buy. And indeed, you may come to nothing, as you've seen before if you've been on with me before. Two minutes to 8 now. I think the 8 we may have a bit of a 8 o'clock candle, might be a bit bigger. You click over to there on a 5 minute. Right, the 5 minute. Getting onto these levels here. I'll remain floating for a minute. Nice to see so many people on today. Good morning to you if you're in the UK. So, what potentially looked like it might be brewing for a bit of a buy, still could. They're coming down to take more buy orders. We're at 8 o'clock now, UK time. Pure indecision. What's going on? These last two candles. There is no red flag news in the near vicinity. So we'll just have to got a finger on the button still. Where stop loss would want to be, just where the red may met the green. But we still haven't got that infamous buy alert yet. And I would say the buy alert will probably come in if price gets up to there. And indeed it has to now because of the parabolic star. And it's sort of gearing up for a sideways movement at the minute. So what was potentially looking like it was going to be a buy situation has changed just like that. And price goes below this trend line here, then I'll be showing you the rest of the chart. But while we're at this stage where see one volume push could knock that up and that parallel SAR and push it down below, buy alert could happen very, very quickly. So can't really move away from this at the moment. Making sure you're a 2.2 pips away from the entry to keep your 1% and 2% and give it wriggle room. Also, make sure you've got your risk to reward in purple, your lot calc in purple, your all important 1%. That's what we go for. And of course, you're on the EUR USD with on the 1 minute time frame. So we are at and incidentally, if we do break up here, will be away from all this sideways movement, which will be good. And also we're getting into these imbalances on these candles here in the short term. Oh yeah, make sure you got your auto trading on as well. I just realized mine was turned off. Should be turned on really. Uh, if you've turned it on yesterday, it should be on today. Double check. These trades that I do are for educational purposes only. I do me, you do you. And as I was alluding to yesterday, different traders will have different ideas, different mindsets. Some are more cautious than others. Some are more risk adverse than others. You can put two traders into the room and they will both have different opinions. But with this, it's more mechanical. You trade what you see. So if that swallows that down, all of a sudden I'll be looking for the buy alert to come into play, just like that. All of a sudden, could happen within like a very short space of time. But as you can see, I'll be about 5 pips away, double what I normally am. Yeah, we're just doing pure. I think they're collecting buy orders, I'm guessing, for moving on up. See, we don't know how many buy orders there are, and people are possibly people like us are waiting to place an order. All around the world, and that's why you're getting this sideways action. See, if we was to place an order now, price could come down, swallow my stop loss, take that order, and that adds to their pot, and then they will because there's no red flag news, there's nowhere they need to be in any sort of urgency. So therefore, they're quite happily taking these buy orders as long as necessary. If they can see X amount of millions there, they'll come and take it. But if they need to do this imbalance because they need to get on and weaken the dollar for whatever reason, because if price goes up here on the EU USD, the dollar will be weaker. If they need to weaken the dollar for whatever reason and strengthen the euro for a particular reason, that will happen. And then they'll leave all these buy orders and possibly take them at another time. At the moment, they're quite happy taking all the buy orders. That's where I want my stop loss to be, down there. Just below that. That'll be fine. So we want to see price above these levels here. If it does, by then we'll be on like a roughly about 5 pips between stop loss and entry. Right, is this going to be the one? All right, okay, so parabolic SAR has been pushed down, as you see. Still haven't got that all-important buy alert yet. More sideways movement. Taking more buy orders and sell orders, of course. So obviously sell orders and buy orders. So they're having a whale of a time collecting all these orders, getting the equity for themselves. Can't really show you anything else at the moment because, as you can see, we're at a place where things could happen. If price comes down here and like it's doing now and comes down here, then I can show you the rest of the chart. But at the moment, timing is a bit precarious because one or two candles later, we could find ourselves up here, and while I'm merrily showing you the rest of the chart, and then we'll miss it. It's very, they're collecting. Stay 23 pips away. There we go. So, we could very well, for what could have been a buy, could very well be a continuation of that sell, but that's okay. We haven't lost any money. Patient as ever. Trading what we see, not what we think. I'm thinking aloud by um, saying all this stuff about the sideways movement. That's what they're doing, collecting orders, buy and sell orders, which is why you see this mixture here. there's no red flag. Well, officially, there's no sort of major news, but like I said yesterday, if a missile goes astray and one of the other sides gets makes an announcement off the back of that, or anything, not just purely a military, but if a piece of tech comes in, a major announcement, then things could change quite dramatically, and we wouldn't officially know about it because this is more or less than a reflection of what's happening in the world. There was a time a few years ago when I was on a different pair. I was on GBP CAD, the British pound against the Canadian dollar. I was about 40 pips up. I was quite happy. I was marching on towards my take profit. I went down to make a cup of tea and I came back and I'd been stopped out. I think I had a 10 pip stop loss at the time and I didn't know why. And looked on the news an hour later. I discovered that a Canadian oil tanker, and the Canadian is driven by the commodity of oil more than anything else. A Canadian oil tanker had been shelled by the Iranians, and as a result, the Canadian dollar plummeted because of that, and that's what was the reason my stop loss was hit. Now you obviously nothing, you don't see any news about that until after it happens, and then after it happens, the market is very, very quick to disseminate the information and act accordingly, which it did. So things like that do happen. Right, let's try this again. Go on the trend line there. Go by that parabolic saw just under there. But this time we might have some action, maybe. Wait for that all important buy alert. I'll get up a bit more equal with the trend line now. The trend line is past that area down there, so just pushing that a little bit. So we get a bit closer, but not too close. And all the time we're not getting the buy alert. Got imbalanced here needs to be filled. I'd like to see them do that first and then perhaps go back up. It's going to do what it wants to do. In the meantime, I can push this gingerly up a little bit more. Not too much. Still seeing the sideways movement, waiting for a breakout. Keep the distance away, keep it floating. And here where I live looks like being a horrible day at the moment. I live in a place called Cornwall, the southwest of the UK. We haven't got any snow. Very rarely do have snow. It does happen though. So we're massively in this sideways movement, waiting for a breakout. If it breaks out to the sell side, unfortunately, we can't do anything about it because we got that sell alert there. But if we break out to the buy side, then the dollar stalls as the market weighs up Trump's policies. That was a bit of news. So they're really, apart from taking buy and sell orders, they just don't know whether this is going to be a good thing or a bad thing. Trump's policies, as far as the dollar is concerned. So that is reflected in this sideways action here, really. I don't know how when they will decide whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. And in the meanwhile, there's no, like I said, there's no red flag news, no urgency for them to sort of do anything. Right down there. This red volume ribbon is just a reflection of all this sideways movement, really. It's horizontal. It could go green or it could go red deeper. Really, oh, no, what's going on here? What have we done? Don't panic, Mr. Manrain, don't panic. Take the lines off. Put the lines back on again. That's okay. I mean, it's a cell we got. I can't activate off that cell. I guess they decided it's a good thing because the dollar is getting stronger. That means the euro is getting weaker. Why have I got all that? Um, I don't know. That's it. And we're back. Not that it makes any difference because we won't be activating off a cell, unfortunately, because we've already got a cell there. And we're into buy zone territory. I can show you this now. There we go. This is on the 5 minute time frame. Do away with that in a minute. As you can see, we're in a buy zone here. We did go in, just creep into the buy zone there. That's why I was looking for a buy, but as you can see, we've got a deeper sell taking place now. So there we go, dollar stalls as market weighs Trump's policies. That was 2 hours ago, though. Don't know how long they make their mind up on these things, but they obviously think it's a reasonable idea because the dollar is gaining, and as the dollar gains, the euro USD falls. But at the same time, we are in a buy zone now. So nothing's changed for us. It's just that. So what we're doing now, I'll take you through the support and resistance lines. Go on the hourly time frame. Change it to the line candle. And as you can see here, we've had support there, support there, support there. And that's why that line is there. This line, resistance there, resistance there, resistance there. More than twice, 3 times actually. That's why that line is there. And this line up here, resistance, 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 resistance. That's why that line is there. On the 4 hourly, change it over to the imbalance. We haven't got any imbalance. Can't see any imbalance. Well, we've got imbalance up there. This is imbalance around here, but there is. I mean, price is nowhere near that, so that's why I didn't even bother marking that up. This is my thing I drew out over the weekend and released the video on the daily. Price going into there, as you can see, you had an attempt. And will it be doing that again? And there's that big imbalance. Well, no, sorry. No, it's not imbalance actually. So, no, sorry. Because we've got a wick down that side and there's a wick up here. So that, if you follow that wick along, it makes that wick coming down. So that is not in balance because it's already been filled. Meanwhile, let's go back to where the action is, or not, as the case may be. So now we are in buy zone territory. Now, for all those who've got like 20 minutes to get a trade, got some bad news for you. The market doesn't care. It's unfortunate, but they don't care about your personal circumstances. So you just have to be a bit patient some more, or then come back at a later time. We let the trades come to us, not the other way around. We don't go towards the trades. So we are waiting for the next buy, and that could be rather a long time. But hey, one good thing though, well, potential good thing is if we do get a buy, maybe we'll have a situation where we'll get a closer stop loss to entry. Maybe if we ever do get there. And for all those at their computer, maybe it might be worthwhile coming back later on this afternoon when New York opens and have a look at the situation again. Again, what you can do is put it on the 5 minute time frame. So you get a horizontal line. You put it at the start of the sell zone, for example. And what you can do is right click, add alert, and then you can go right here, sell, and create that order. So when price gets into this sell zone, you will be alerted and you can go back and have a look at your screen. And also, well, we know we're in buy zone territory now, but you could do that, add alert on, and buy. Well, you can write whatever you like on 5M. Create that. So you could do that. So a pop-up will appear. Then you can go back and know that, say this would be near. Now you know you're going to go back to the 1 minute time frame. And oh, sorry, I've already got that on. And looking for the next buy alert. In the meantime,
Hi, this is Steve with a very short video to show you where to get the training for the indicators and tools we use inside Academy 55. So once you're logged into the members area, you'll see in the premium dashboard this section that's entitled Start Learning. And if you click here, that'll take you through to the learning library. Now, we'll say at this point, we highly recommend you watch each of these videos 2 or 3 times to get a full understanding of how everything works. Here you'll find tutorials on using the MT4 Trade Assistant and how to use the MT4 platform with the Trade Assistant. This is the longest video you'll find inside the platform. It's around 30 minutes long, well worth your time. Watch the video once, then maybe write a few questions down that you might have for yourself and watch the video for a second time, and things will really start to make sense. By the time you watch it 3 times, you'll fully understand how everything works. So that's the longest video. It's about 30 minutes long, well worth your time. And then you can jump into individual trainings here for how to remove indicators. These videos are just a couple of minutes long. How to move MetaTrader around like you can in TradingView, Trading Assistant controls, how to do back testing in TradingView, how to draw vertical lines to mark out your hour, and so much more. And by the time you watch this video or see this video, there might be other trainings in this section. But everything here is well worth your time, and you find that, as I said a moment ago, from the main dashboard in the Start Learning section. Now, one more thing just to mention here. If you're looking for anything in particular, if you come down to the support name of FAQs, click on Get Support, and in this area you'll find a detailed FAQ section and you can come through here. For example, if you're looking for an answer to a question about MetaTrader, have a look through these, and once you click through, you'll find direct links to videos that give you answers to most of the questions that we get asked on a regular basis. So hopefully you found this useful, and back to your further training.
Thank you, Steve. Indeed, we'll go back to the chart where we find that we are on a deeper sell again. The Academy 55 is all about taking only 1 or 2 trades a day. So therefore, it'll be prudent for you to go when there is the best probability of a trade. Like I say, we're not trading all the time. So, and the reason we do it in hourly chunks is to maintain your focus and for you to analyze the information that's in front of you and determine whether you are indeed at that time in the best possible probability that's right for you, and also your home life as well. I mean, for example, if you had to leave to go to work for 10 in the next 10 minutes, that will be playing on your mind. So that's not the best probability, really. If you've got a lot more time and a clear hour to spare without rushing, and if it doesn't happen within that hour, be don't suffer from fear of missing out. Think, well, unfortunately, the probability wasn't there for me at that time, but if you can spare another hour later on during the day, do so. And if not, just be thankful of the fact, well, I didn't lose any money. And I had a look at the charts and I gained a bit of experience about looking at the charts and why price is doing. I could maybe in my own mind try and think of why price is doing what it's doing because of what David said. Maybe. But yeah, we're acting on this deeper sell now. And we're in the buy zone area. Things, what goes up must come down and vice versa. But whether it does that within our time together, nobody knows. We trade what we see, not what we think. So I'm going to throw open the chat in case anybody's got any questions of what they've seen here today. Very quiet for us, really. Usually we have 1 or 2 things going on, but not today. Not yet, anyway. It's not looking like it's dollar going to get stronger. So if anybody does have anything in chat about what they've seen, please just write it in the chat line, and I'll get to see it. And if I can answer it, I will. While we're in this situation, been doing a little bit of experimentation with background music, and I'm going to play a bit of background music now. I'm going to keep the volume down, and I just want you to tell me in chat whether you like this or not. If you don't like it, we won't do it. Democratic, but it just keeps the energy going. So I've got some background music here. I was thinking of this one here. Hang on. Just a bit of fun, really. Anyway, put the volume right down. Now let me know in chat if I've got the mix right, low enough to not worry about it. But if you'd like to hear that or not, just let us know in chat. Like I said, just a bit of fun. Meanwhile, could be a possible buy brewing. We were in buy zone territory. Right, we've got a buy alert, but we've got nothing green as yet. So this is where the stop loss will be. Got to wait for things to turn green. How does the buy and sell indicator work? Well, it's got algorithms. It's its own indicator. It's got algorithms built in, and it determines the volatility trend within its own separate indicator. Can't go into it any more than that, really. Nobody's commenting yet on the music. Can you hear it? I mean, sorry, we're in a situation where we may be on a buy. Adrian says, please, no music, it'll put me back to sleep. Fair enough. Okay, hang on. Just a thought. All right, okay. There we go. It's fair enough. A lot of traders who I've seen have a bit of background music on, and I find it quite nice. But we'll go with what the majority think. Just thought it'd give a bit more energy. And somebody said I like the music, so maybe. I mean, it's not that important, really. I'll stay off the subject. To be fair, we're back to trading, but quite right, really. We should concentrate on this. I know it's just a bit of fun. Um, right, we've got a green volume ribbon just starting to appear, but the trend line is like at 4 o'clock. So price has to go quite a lot higher, really, for the trend line to go 3 o'clock. We were in the buy zone, so the wave is just starting to turn green now, as you can see. Well, that little bit there. See if I can get this a bit bigger. There we go. It's starting to go green there. This is where I want my stop loss, just below where the red changes to green. Waiting for the green trend line now, because we've already got the buy alert. I think we're a little bit higher. Anticipating the trend line going green. But by doing that, obviously you're increasing the distance between stop loss and entry. A little bit higher, I think. I'm anticipating a green. Partly my decision is also because here is the purple line. Is price wanting to go and revisit the purple line again? And the trend line will undoubtedly go green if this goes to there. It could happen within a very short space of time. Let's see what it's doing on the 5 minute. Right. If price on the 5 minute, if price goes to swallow that parabolic SAR, I'll be a lot happier because that'll force that parabolic SAR down for a bit of a deeper buy. Well, give me an indication of a deeper buy taking place, but is it coming just to fill out that imbalance there before moving on down again? No, indeed it did come on for a bit of a deeper buy. So that's good news. And still the trend line's not green yet. Oh, I thought that would have gone green by now, but because I was anticipating that. Now is price going to get to this area here? This area here has been important because it's been respected several times. Now the trend line's green. Took its time. So the dollar is getting weaker now in order for the euro USD to go stronger. So a quick look on the 5 minute. See, we're at a bit of a crucial point on the 5 minute. Is price going to come down here to fill out that imbalance before carrying on up? Maybe. But our stop loss is down there, so that might save us. Because I have got a 4.5 stop loss. Let's draw this up on the trading view. Long position. 4.5, I said, wasn't it? So that'll be 45, more or less there. That in turn brings that up to 2%, which is just about there. That looks about right, doesn't it? Yeah. Take profits, yeah, just above the purple line and also there as well. So yeah, that's just about right. And what I can do now is move that over there like that. And then you get to see both versions. We're coming up to this reaction area. But yesterday I put my stop loss to my entry. And if you remember, it was a sell, it wasn't a buy, but I put my stop loss to entry. Price came down, just wicked my entry, took me out for nothing, and then carried on and got my 2%. So I'm not doing that today. I'm going to if we get to this purple line, then I will be maybe thinking about taking it out when I get to the purple line in respect of the fact, will it bounce or break? And that's so near the 2%. In actual fact, that's maybe what I'll do. But we've got over this line now. So to get rid of that line, you double click, right click, delete. Don't need that line anymore because that's the less clutter you can get in your trading, the better. We're well over 1% now. In actual fact, I'm going to put my stop loss to my entry now. And I perhaps will follow the parabolic cells going up. So I get a little bit more for my money just in case things turn around. But ultimately, I think I'm going to take my money out if price kisses that purple line. If it does, because it's so near the 2%, I'm not going to risk it. Has it got enough volume to get over it? I don't care. I'm just going to take, because I'll be so close by then. I've got risk-free running now. Hopefully not having the same situation as I did yesterday, where price comes down and just wicks me out. But I'm really quite happy with that because I haven't lost any money. And now the same scenario, if price comes down and take that parabolic SAR and flow over again, there is a real possibility of price wanting to take all these imbalances down here. And now I've got $295 in case that happens. Really, I want it to go to the purple line, but it is what it is. And now I can move that up again a bit more, up to there. So I've got now $545 on a $100,000 account. We're here to make money at the end of the day, but being as safe and cautious as I can be. And now we've reached that milestone there. I'm going to take the money. I'm not going to bother with that. So that was about 1.7, 1.8, so near the 2%. But now I respect the purple line. It could either bounce and come back down again, or it could break. It's there for a reason. Let's just watch it on here. See what it does. See, it's sort of respecting that line now. And I'm so near the 2% that I would be not wishing to push the envelope too much. And what's it going to do? We'll have a look. But I've taken my money, so that's good. 1.8, which is not bad at all. Because I do respect these lines, but as you can see, well, we should have not quite there yet. Oh, look. It does respect these areas. We've seen it respect them many times. All depends on how much volume is in the area at that time. But I got 1.8, and I'm happy with that. Otherwise, I would be dragging my stop loss up to there and getting over 1% by now. Put my stop loss up there. It's just see, there's a bit of imbalance up there, and our 2% is in the way. So, do they want to come and fill that imbalance? They don't have to do it just yet. But as you can see, we are respecting that purple line. So I'm quite happy with what I've done. With 0.02% of a of a profit is not worth mucking around like this. So I'm quite happy with that. We got something in chat. Uh, Steve says, thanks, David. Need to shoot. Have a good day, Steve. And David's iPhone says, good trade. Thank you very much, David's iPhone. And Ian Orford says, very soothing. And look, see what's happened now. Look, there we go. See, respected that purple line. So it really wasn't worth. And we were, well, we it's so minute. We might have got our 2%, but like I say on that diagram there, we're about 1/2 away, and you'd be kicking yourself now, I think, if you'd have been watching. But I try and teach you not to. Ian Orford says, "Yeah, that was the music, David. Yeah, I've never been described as very soothing myself, Ian, so I didn't think you meant. I didn't think you meant me. Yeah, the thing is it so soothing that it's putting people to sleep and not concentrate on what's going on, or do some people will like to in the back of their mind because we try and have a maintain a calm mood as to what's going on. But I guess also could be said if it's so soothing, it might detract from what they're actually concentrating on. The jury's out on that, and I guess some people will and some people won't, just like anything else. But yeah, so I'm pretty glad I did what I did. I hope you agree now by seeing that. John says, thanks, David. Really good to watch. It's great to learn the patience. Yeah, the patience and discipline is key, is key in trading. Uh, and not to be rushed into anything, wait for price to come to you rather than the other way around. But thanks for very much, guys. I'm on a minute's overtime now, 2 minutes overtime now. So have a great day. And actually, that's the last one for this week, isn't it? Because there's nothing tomorrow. And the reason, oh, quickly, the reason why there's nothing tomorrow is because, let's just share the screen, is because at this time of day when I like to trade, we've got high impact news on the euro and Germany. Quite a lot going on tomorrow morning. So have a great weekend, guys. And one more thing in the chat. David's iPhone says, see you next week, David. Yeah, have a great weekend, everybody. And we'll speak soon, no doubt. So, with that being said, cheers for now. Bye.